for instance, in countries like mine, I mean, the higher income population is quite aware of their needs, and they do demand insurance products. What is the problem there is which product is the more suitable to them. What is the challenge to us is to go to those segments of the population which they have never been offered an insurance product. And then we're talking about microinsurance.
Yes.
And technology, by the way, and the knowledge and the big data will help, because it will make us easier to target those individuals with the certain specific products. But as I said, I'm not only very optimistic by being capable now of targeting those segments, but also I'm very optimistic because those segments will be better off in the future and more families will be conform in the future, and that will rise the demand for insurance.
Okay, well, I'm very pleased to hear that optimistic note. I was talking to an insurer yesterday about microinsurance, and the question is, you know, in Europe, we've never really discussed this issue. I do not remember that we ever did. Jean-Jacques, do you have any experience?
No, certainly not in Europe, but at the same time, the problem is a bit similar in the sense that you have a protection gap. If you look at just the area of natural disasters,
yes, exactly.
We had the floods and events in Central Europe. Overall economic loss is 16 billion. Insured loss is 4 billion.
Exactly.
So you have 25% coverage, and you know, you see the opportunity. That's a huge opportunity. I think that coverage gap should be narrowed down through awareness building. I think our industry needs to continue to step up the role of awareness on the value added of insurance. To some extent, more specifically on the property cat side, through a better dialogue between public and private sector. I think to some extent, if you see what the Turkish government has done in the area of earthquake with TCIP, I think Mexico also, by the way, has had some good risk management measures, cat bond issued to protect the government infrastructure. I think narrowing down the protection gap cannot go without an active dialogue between public institutions and companies.
Gabriel?
No, I totally agree on that, and I think that this could be a very important issue for the new Commission and the new Parliament also to take in Europe, because this gap which is in there definitely in terms of prevention of cat risks, it's also an element not only, of course, of the coverage in itself, but also an element of sustainability of the countries themselves.
Okay.
Let's be frank, because it's also about budget sustainability. We know that if something happens in some of the European countries, it's going to be very difficult for the governments to